An esports spring showdown.
Now arriving at
Thank you so much,
Lijiang
Paul, for
Tower.
introing us. Welcome, everyone, to our first
Initiating
map over on
match.
Lijiang Tower. We've got a good one. We've got Mount Aloysius College going up against Rensselaer Polytechnic. It's going to be an absolute great one. I also happen to be over here on behalf of ECAC. I have the wonderful Damien Wood.
Hey everyone, welcome. I hope you're all having a wonderful morning and ready for some good games today.
And with that said, we're just going to get right into it. I'm expecting
Ready for battle.
Another day, another mission.
RPI.
Man, I'm so excited.
I believe Mount Aloysius is red and we have RPI.
Hey.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Round 1. Capture the objective.
Put them in the ground. We will take everything from you. Better. Much better.
The objective is now.
I will devour
Absolutely great. Finally, Metron evening it out, taking out budget. And now,
you are safe with me.
evening out on the grasshopper. Great, nailing these headshots with the Kiriko Kunai.
What's up?
Going absolutely. Good. Grasshopper will remove Robert. Slowly taking back some pretty good backing so far. Now Mount will take back some points.
Put them in the ground.
Great pressure being applied from Mount Aloysius. But
It's half done.
Bobs is going to equalize and secure that point for RPI. This is a wonderful back and forth.
The flames of liberation rise.
Mount. Ready to go. Bobs.
Take everything from
Bye-bye, bad guys.
Cybernetics regulated. That's a team kill for the way of RPI. Wonderful stuff right there.
Watch this.
Players way of RPI.
Score 1-0. Ready for battle.
Absolutely wonderful job being done by RPI right there. Good amounts of aggression. The back and forth was really good. Mount Aloysius definitely put up a strong fight there. It just wasn't enough towards that end. The ultimate just spectacular on the side of RPI. Bob, though, absolutely big on his ult there.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Now we're going to get right into round number 2.
Capture
If
objective.
possible. Metro team keep coming out.
Change of
with
plans. Healing food. Hiya.
RPI has already made their way on the White and Thrasher taking out Beth on his Scorch. So Mount Aloysius is very tough position along the Metron. And that'll give Mount Aloysius
The objective is now active.
Breaking them down. System repaired.
GTM even including the fray as well. A nice headshot onto Slick. And that'll get RPI way back. As the clock is stopped at the 35th percentile. Now Bob will advance.
Come here. I can heal you.
Justice reigns from the ground.
Robert with a big ult. But big
Where's
boost
your
from
jetpack?
Robert. Taking out Budget Boss, also joining the fray. Sin and Grasshopper are down to make another RPI team kill. My goodness, that's 3 for them so far.
But that aside,
As I said, I think the fray is still continuing. A lot of pressure from RPI.
Your miscalculations will cost you everything.
Still moving on as Grasshopper eliminating Scorch from the equation.
No one can wait.
Applying all the
Bye-bye, bad guys.
Now, Budget is gonna get taken out by Robert. Great use right there. GCM also
Hope you like Dodge. I'm on fire.
good push in them, and they've got one ult, two ults in the hand. Grasshoppers drilled them almost.
I am blocking you.
Get in there, and as I say that, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Bob also having the prime range there by the fight.
That starts then.
Who wants a billion hit points?
Going down.
Another team kill to give them back-to-back rounds and map number 1. What a map 1 we have just witnessed. Playing the game going over to the planet of sports. It was absolutely lethal with
That's
those
Fox
guys.
power. Hi, sunshine.
Lots of healing, lots of damage, great picks coming out.
Under my protection.
And that'll do it for us on map number 1. Wonderful stuff. What did you think of that, Davey?
I was very much enjoying it. I like the showing that Robert had, especially. I think they had very good picks and very good use of their utility to like enable, even if they couldn't finish the kill, to send them to their team to finish it off for them.
Robert being able to flank the team of Mount Aloysius definitely went big there. It was very important. They traded the attention off from the rest of the squad. So it was very good stuff from them. Along with that, Bob just applying surmountable pressure towards the Mount Aloysius squad just went absolutely big right there. With that, started to load up the rest of our settings as we start to get off on map number 2. We are just going over a couple of tech things and then moving straight to go.
I want to see Squirt. See, that's a good looking turtle, I have to say. I wonder if Squirt can do any tricks.
I hope so. I mean, he's kind of just dangling over there. Maybe he's just resting. He needs to get into map 2 first before we really see something go on. Hopefully for our next map here, it's either it might be King's Row. I think I saw a mention of
Looks like we're having some tech issues on the stage as well as some fixing up back here anyways, so we'll get into our next game as soon as we can. Stay tuned.
And we're back, heading over for map 2 now. We're actually going to be going to Junkertown, not one we often see played as much. You know, we usually play on the side of King's Row, as our players like to call it, Scrim's Row. But it's good to see a change of pace. Finally seeing something switch up over on the escort side of things. After a great map 1 from RPI, we're definitely going to have to see how Mount Aloysius can bring it back over here on map 2, especially on Junkertown. No side switch just yet. We still have RPI on your left in blue, and we still have Mount Aloysius still on the right as red. And looking together, which teams are doing what?
Ready for battle.
Mount Aloysius will be attacking first, along with RPI starting off the defense. A pleasure. Hello. Over to the side of hero picks, though. A pleasure. Budget bringing. Well, Thrasher is bringing a Torb, which we also don't see. We're also seeing Slick bringing the Life Weaver. Grasshopper over on the side of Widow. We kind of see sometimes Sin bringing the double support, or not double support, double sniper.
5, 4, 3,
Robert actually
2,
means Genji veteran
1.
staying.
Attackers incoming.
Challenging hostile. That was very interesting play by Grasshopper and Slick right there. I'm not exactly sure if it worked. I think it was just to spot off what kind of players they're dealing with here. The initial push definitely being interesting. Slick has incurred quite a bit of damage, but he seems to be on pain now. Alongside of that, Budget applying the pressure that they so need. Vetron actually taking out Thrasher's turret, alleviating some pressure right there. Going big is Bob, jumping in, trying to spread the attention of Mount Aloysius right now. Still just been a little bit of a match of attrition back and forth. Nobody has fallen just yet. Still contesting the payload as much as they can. Big anti-grenade right there as 2 kills happen right away. Bob and Robert taking out Slick and Thrasher. Great healing coming in from Sin, except they're just too far away, and JCM taking out Budget will slow down the initial push of Mount Aloysius. Good defense by RPI so far. They're playing it rather well here. Enough pressure and enough long-range action being played here. Still give them time. The aesthetic of Junkertown is it's definitely nice. So, some people call this map ugly. I think, you know, what it brings to the story, you know, it just looks nice. It just looks nice. Either way, though, big confrontation so far. Vetron almost gets taken out right there. But I think we're going to have double nanos come out. Budget trades off right there. Robert's still going big on the Genji, but he's taken out by the turret of Thrasher. Bob removing that turret a little bit too late. So kills back and forth right now. I'm not sure if Mount Aloysius has what they need to continue their push just yet. Ooh, a little bit of flake action from Slick. Doesn't connect just yet. Stops back and forth. Vetron finds Slick, taking out that extra support that's also needed. And as I say that, Robert joining the fray. Another nano for Bob. Gonna keep this reign of torment going through. Robert taking out Sin and JCM taking out Grasshopper. Budget answering back onto JCM. He's a man on an island right now. He's currently dealing with all the remaining members of RPI, and Robert finishing it off. Minute 10 left in the match. Mount Aloysius definitely needs to play a lot more careful and a lot more together.
As I said, I'm not an Overwatch caster normally, so how many maps did these normally go? Do you know?
We usually, I believe, it's first to 3. Not sure if anything has changed, but we are going to see the Genji Blade come out, but it's immediately denied by Thrasher. My goodness. Robert is immediately removed, and Budget finds Vetron. as the game clock is only getting lower and lower. Finally, some answering from Mount Aloysius. His budget is going big with the pressure here. He gets a nice triple kill. That'll finally give them the first checkpoint, I believe, and there you have it. Mount Aloysius finally overcoming the odds and overcoming the game clock. Finally getting that initial checkpoint. Budget wants even more. He's facing insurmountable odds right now, especially with the anti-grenade. He's still being healed, and the armor is still being applied to him. Plenty of pressure here. This should give Mount Aloysius plenty of time to push the cart, but as I say that, nobody's pushing the cart right now.
Gotta get that moving a little bit.
It's definitely notable. You see Bob swing in, but he's immediately taken out by Thrasher. The Veteran will finally remove budget. Being so much of a nuisance. Rail Cannon is coming up with the Veteran, trying to get it out. Thrasher is removed by Robert. Good cooperation being shown there. Grasshopper and Slick incurring a lot of damage. Sin finally entering back onto Robert. Very nice pick right there.
Thanks for the
Veteran is going to keep on poking, but is eventually just going to get out of there. RPI still applying really nice pressure to Mount Aloysius. Not giving them too much leeway here on the cart. Back to the contested position. The Veteran still in this key position. As I say that, he's almost taken out. He was able to heal right back up. And here we go. Primal Rage from Bob. That's a very angry monkey. He's getting 2 kills. GCM also joining the fray, taking out Thrasher's ult. He's going to get a pick on the Slick, Scorch, and Bob finishing it off. Another RPI team kill, ladies and gentlemen. That is their 4th of our matchup today. They've gone absolutely insane. They're clip farming just like Steve Harvey.
60 seconds.
Oh my goodness.
And with that, we are going to see
Breaking them down.
potential final push from that Mount Aloysius here. Scorch throwing a huge grenade on the Thrasher. That is not a pick you want to see, especially in also crucial moments right now. JCM and Bob just tearing up the rest of Mount Aloysius' lineup. Robert and Bob taking out the respective player, and Slick has honestly just given his life up, cutting his losses. Final 30 seconds here. One last push could determine if they can move it all the way to the next checkpoint, or if RPI can put a stop to this push as soon as possible. They've all regrouped. Let's see what we can get done right now. There's not a lot of time. Genji Blade coming out along with the Nano. It's going to be very important. Scorch getting the damage. Robert does get a kill onto Grasshopper. Bob also getting a pick. Slick trying to answer back. It's overtime, and I don't believe anyone's going to get to this point. Budget is removed by Scorch, and I believe a 5th team kill will close out map number 2.
Slick did get their 1. We can't argue with that.
The Genji Blade, I guess, worked. Technically, I said map 2. We still have to go on. I apologize, ladies and gentlemen. That was round 1 of map number 2. My apologies. We're now going to have a side switch, meaning Mount Aloysius will take their chance at defending along with RPI. Let's see how far they can push it.
I like how neither of the people named Bob are playing Ash. I think it's funny.
Bob.
I want Bob to summon Bob.
You would think there would be some Ash because Junkertown has all these long angles. It's not really being taken advantage of.
Ready.
Or just a lot of pressure. These hit and run attacks from both teams here. It's really important. Robert is bringing the Bastion.
Temporary or just picks up that almost like they're maintaining it.
A little bit of a repair job being done. I don't know if you can call that repaired.
Alright, bird up.
We're seeing
whatever that is.
bit of a change on the side of Mount Aloysius supports. We're seeing a Brig being brought out, along with the healing dump from Slick.
He'll be a great
So
addition.
this might mean that they might play just a bit more aggressive here, especially since your support is now limited to melee. We're gonna see what goes on as the Veteran swapping to a Widow. Trying to see what he can find. Nothing just yet. So May's gonna go for that hero swap. A little bit of poke action going on. Robert taking out Thrasher's turret right away. He's got to hide those a little better. I know he wants the full value, but they're getting removed rather quickly. And as I say that, Robert trying to join into the fight oh so quickly. He's getting the poke damage. ECAC trying to aid him as much as he can, but really they're just being crushed back. The Vetron does get a pick on the Thrasher. So that's a very nice pick. A little sleep action going on. Almost gets away. Grasshopper is removed by Tevetron. Robert still being the point man. Applying all this damage. Definitely not, and so far RPI is kind of just pummeling Mount Aloysius' lineup right now. Bob dragging all the attention away from his team, allowing them to push that cart even further. Gonna get the first checkpoint, it seems, with no hassle at all. But Budget finally is able to make it back to the point along with Thrasher. They have made it back. I don't think he's got a lot of assistance though. It's a good grenade being tossed by the Ana of Slick. Doesn't find too much there, and just like that, RPI will find the checkpoint. Robert finding 2, Bob finding 1 for himself. Grasshopper trying to equalize it. Tevetron taking out Slick.
That clears out.
And my goodness, ladies and gentlemen, RPI are just on an absolute tear. 6 team kills between map 1 and 2.
They swapped the budget.
Going on to a Junker Queen. I like it. It's interesting, but I definitely like it. The lifesteal of Junker Queen is definitely, it might be enough, but as I say that, the Vetron ults and it immediately is taken out by Grasshopper. I believe that was, yeah, that was the Vetron's ult. So, great shutdown by Grasshopper. Still a lot to work with here, especially with Bob joining the fray. That's a nice hit and might be able to do Bob in, but Primal Rage does get activated. He is slowing it down as much as he can. Genji Blade coming out. Robert's going big. He gets 1. Bob also taking out Thrasher. JCM even joining the fray. Robert gets a second onto the kill. Sin falling again. And my God, ladies and gentlemen, can RPI be stopped? They'll take map number 2 in oh so dominant fashion. And our play of the game going to Bob.
King of Discord.
Big Primal Rage for that final stoppage on round number 1. Just great plays all around by all of our players, and ultimately that's what got it to them.
And that's why you stay out of the cage at the zoo. Don't go in the monkey exhibit.
Do not fight the monkey.
Do not enter.
Do not fight the monkey.
You will not win.
Bob has a very good showing that you should not mess with the monkey. But we are going to get some things figured out as we start to actually. Is that it? There's only 2 maps.
Yes.
2 maps. Okay.
It is best of 3, it seems.
Best of 3. All right. So we are seeing a little bit different to our normal league play, where it was only down to 2 maps. But that'll do it for.
All right. Up next, we have USF versus UAlbany.
Still Overwatch, right?
Yes.
Okay. So we're gonna get back to the Overwatch action as soon as
I can see it. It's Valorant.
Valorant. Okay. We are not doing Overwatch. We're gonna head over to
That's why we
Valorant
have Waylay on the screen.
in just a little bit. So stay tuned for that as we start to set up with our players and over here on the caster's box, and we'll see you in a little bit.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the ECAC Spring Showdown. We just saw an amazing victory by RPI, the home field advantage here, coming in strong. I'm here with GCM. GCM, tell us, take us through that match a little bit and what it was like taking the win over Mount Aloysius.
It was very nerve-wracking at first. First time at LAN, first time playing really off of my setup. So just for the whole team, we had to get into it. But once we were there, we really locked in, especially on the second map.
That's really strong there. You notice that your emotions taking the best of you a little bit. You're just, worked up. First LAN, congratulations, welcome. How are you calming yourself throughout that game to play the best you could?
I just had to be completely locked in, just completely out of what was going on. I had to just be like, I'm here. I'm just playing Overwatch, just completely removed from everything else,
That's the best way to be. Tell everybody here, if you win the season-long Chipotle card, what's your Chipotle meal?
Oh man, I guess I have to get some sort of rice bowl. I love rice bowls. Maybe some ground beef in there. No.
Ground beef and rice. That's the meal right there. Well, congratulations, GCM. Good luck in the rest of Overwatch 2. When we come back, we'll have Albany taking on USF. More Overwatch 2. Valorant, actually, when we return. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the ECAC Spring Showdown 2025. Let's go! Let's make some noise! We got esports up in Troy, New York. We are here at the Experimental Media and Center of Performing Arts up here at RPI. And we have an amazing match coming up next. On the screen behind me, we'll have Valorant. So today, we'll have every game alternating. Overwatch, Valorant, throughout the day here, and we'll have some Rocket League later on in the day as well. But coming up next, we have two important schools here as USF, University of South Florida Gold, takes on UAlbany Purple in Valorant. So without further ado, let's get right into the game. These guys are competing for a chance of semester-long Chipotle for free on the card. So let's go. Valorant's up next. Woo! Let's go, baby.
We're back, ladies and gentlemen. Valorant action going on now. As per mentioned, we've got USF, University of South Florida, and UAlbany battling out on Split. It's going to be interesting. For everybody at home and in the crowd, USF are going to be attacking over on your right in red, and UA is going to be defending over on your left in green. As always, it's going to be fun stuff.
Looks like USF taking their time finalizing their composition, but so we can talk about UA's in the meantime with a double duelist of Yoru and Raze. We got Fade on the initiating, Astra on the smokes, and good old Cypher on the Sentinel. Can't go wrong with the roaming Cypher on Split. Gets the job done.
Those trips and those smoke setups, it's perfect. Especially all these cheeky camera angles that he could just put anywhere. USF still deciding. We are seeing the Tejo being flashed. So that's interesting. And now we finally have some picks over the way. Omen being brought, Yoru being brought, Raze being brought, and as you said, the Cypher being brought.
Primarily mirrored, but Tejo has a very strong oppressive kit that I still can't deal with. So,
and the intel gathering game from Tejo, absolutely fantastic. So we're gonna see what happens now as we load into Split. Which team will fare better off? Putting us off, everybody split over here. I think we might even see a split push coming in from USF.
Round one, the split on pistol. Quite curious.
A split on split?
No, we're good. We're good. We're going A. We're going A.
It looks like UA has somehow, from another dimension, read this. They have stacked up majority of their agents towards that side. You do have that Cypher lingering around in A. And still deciding where exactly is going to play. Okay,
Time to jump.
I guess we're going to A because it's setting up the TP over on B. It's Gonna be quite the incursion right now. Big jump is immediately taken out by the Astra. Evening out. Initial pick happens very quickly.
Quickly forcing a rotate into the mid.
Slowing things down now. Flash the A, now we're going B. Might see a little bit of incursion.
Tripwire destroyed.
Moss and Tristan in some pretty core positions here. He's gonna drop off. I think they heard the sound of the rope. Drone comes out. Gonna spot potentially Retro. I don't think it did. It might have. They're gonna start full WE keying in. I don't think that there's anyone in there. Utility being traded out. Glorious and Tristan getting picks over on the kill feed. 3-on-4 now. 3-on-3 now. Davy Gravy taking out Tristan. Flang through the smoke is Stevie. Very nice pick right there. Grenade also swings out. Almost gets a second run right there through the smoke. Very low health for
30
Massey.
seconds left.
Flash the bomb plant. Nothing went down, but Retro's there to assist. Gets a nice little triple kill. And that'll give UA their first defensive round and the first pistol.
Very strong showing so far. Some critical kills being made, especially Stevie, that slowed down that ability to get even a plant off. Right?
Heading to the above.
Yeah, the denial through the smoke was definitely great. Some really nice shots being landed right there.
3 kills for Retro versus RTO. I'm gonna say Retro. That feels better.
It's probably Retro.
Without a star, I cannot. Blocking vision.
But we're going A again.
We're gonna see the same type of aggression, though, is the question. Slow walking for now, as they're trying to figure out what exactly they want to do after this position. I will say, oh my goodness, it's a lot of picks for UA as 4 members of USF drop immediately thanks to the Astro pull. And just like that, it's a flawless for UA. My goodness.
Down by the orb.
Just tore down by the Astro Orb and all of the guns that are prepped from UA.
That's okay. Now on a buy-up, we'll see how USF responds with rifles at hand.
Drop the rifles. UA are gonna stick to their loadouts for now. Which is not bad. You know, it made them work. Marshals are very dangerous if used correctly. Still have as a pistol for one of our players over on UA. We have Retro still utilizing that Sheriff.
Retro coming out of the garage from the defenders though.
Ooh, good chip onto Davey.
With the glorious pick. Stevie does kill up Davey with the grenade. Why am I lagging? Brain.
Good pick so far. Again, 5-on-3. USF are definitely in a sticky situation here. They are split up, but so is the defense from UA. Gonna start making their way through this garage area. Now is unaware that there's really nothing to be met with here besides the setup from Cypher. And Pyro is in a position to answer and swing off of these trips. Just needs to be very careful. Flash in hand. It's gonna need to be critical here as the USF players just trying to set up. He's getting pinged out, I believe. Flash comes out, swing comes out. He's gonna get a pick, immediately traded off by Yakult. Making it 2 versus 4. Not a lot of help on the side of USF. Great gunshot to mask the sound of the drop. Stevie's now in a great position here.
There.
But as I say that, immediately being given away. Time dwindling down, 15 seconds to go.
Like
And I think they're just going to cut their losses, yeah.
10 seconds left.
Save round. So what of a critical buy. Would have been nice, but now we're just going to head to the garage, and Yakult picking up 2, closing out the round. It's still UA's victory, but some very nice picks from Yakult on the exits.
Money for your cult, however, that does opt in for the buy-up now that they should be doing here. There are defenders a bit better.
This is true. This is true. You cut your losses wherever you can, and you try to make it up later. But what I am seeing is USF are definitely playing a lot of, like, very misdirected.
All missiles away.
They're not really playing off each other that much. They're losing their manpower rather quickly. And as I say that, Pyro taking out Glorious, Battle of the Yorus, and UA are showing their Pyro is a little more in the driver's seat. TP being set up just in case there's a rotate towards A. But as I said, look at this split position from USF's players. Hades is going to slowly creep up the ramp, and he's not going to win that gunfight. Taken out by Moss. You also have your Colt swinging up the ropes. Takes an initial gunfight along with Asi. Doesn't find much, though. And just like that, 5-on-3 yet again. This split in manpower is not what USF want to see. 50 seconds to go as they make their way towards the bomb site. Tristan's in a nice position here, but I think he might be read over by the utility. Asi still has that Tejo missiles locked. They're fired off. They don't connect with anything just yet, but Yakult does find Pyro, who's lingering around in the corner. Tristan's in a nice spot to deny the drop, but just like that, Asi goes big, all with the Sheriff. Just like that, all of a sudden it's 3-on-3, and now Davy Gravy planting the bomb gets away with it. We're now forced into a post plant. As Moss is spotted by the bomb buddy, Stevie is gonna take out your Colt, trying to get it back. Rocket lands big onto Asi. Can he get the last one? He's out of ammo, but he's got a nice swap there. Stevie with 3 on the round. And just like that, UA are still winning in dominant fashion. They'll take 4 rounds in a row so far.
Breezing right through Stevie, almost hitting 10 already. Very, very good showing, I have to say.
They're doing well indeed. And Pyro also having the Dimensional Rift on standby as we enter this next round.
Looks like we're opting for B start this time. See how we can make our way in.
Time to jump.
They did take good control of mid that last round, but unfortunately with the Cypher being eliminated on the ramp, not pivot to the A as they wanted.
Yeah, definitely. USF just need to, I think, play a lot more together. They're losing that manpower early because of this divide in the teammate. But just like that, we're actually going to see some teamwork go together. We're also seeing an ult bringing out by your Colt. It is going to land on the Tristan, kick things off. We've made our way onto the bomb site. We just need the bomb to go down now. It is in the hands of Asi, which is starting to be planted right now. And now we're forced into a post plant. Moss over there on the short area. Dimensional Rift comes out, might find some information. Stevie does find the head of Glorious, along with Davey and Yakult, going big onto the players of UA. And just like that, Pyro is spotted out, and Yakult will close out a round finally for the way of USF to slow down their momentum and bring it to a 4-1.
Despite the information being gathered by the Yoru, is not enough. We are now hitting a timeout.
I like this timeout. I like this timeout. You would think, you know, after that change in momentum that went to the way of USF, you want to cut that down as fast as you can. So that timeout is going to do exactly that. That's going to be more info for UA as well to talk it over why that round didn't work, even though it was a good round from both teams. You know, they both played very well. It's just USF definitely got the advantage there off of the rocket fuse. That was able to be a momentum shift greatly in the side of the post plant. So now we're just going to see how you strategize in this timeout and see if they can continue this round count.
Yeah.
Coming out here. It is good rounds. We do have the Omen ult on standby for USF. Davy Gravy could make that work out. He does have the spike in hand, so we might see some trickery go on in our coming round. Figure out where we just got to figure out where we want to go. After a very nice garage push, utilized by the Yoru clone of Glorious to get in and deny those Cypher trips. We're going to see how they play it out now. The flank watch from the USF Cypher I do like, because if anyone tries to go through sewers, when it just try to goes to T-spawn, they will be caught out. Because of that, a lot more utility caught out.
Dive for the TP.
Pyro is spotted immediately by
Cutting through.
Glorious in the position, puts the TP just in case they need to back up. And the spike should be able to go down by Davey. Will get it down with no problems whatsoever.
I'll find you.
Moss doesn't find anything, but he is going to see a little bit of tracer fire from these enemies. And Retro goes big for 2. Moss also picking up 1. Davey Gravy, though, double kill onto Moss and Retro. Post plant still big. Glorious finding Tristan. Stevie almost getting it, but Glorious is going to finish it off with a headshot. Very nice post plant. Very nice plays. And finally, USF have got some life to them. They want to fight back as much as they can.
Going Astro, guys.
Tide is shifting.
1 second, peeps.
See how
I gotta visit
strong
the Astro to
this
play
Tide
some
really is.
stars.
Definitely shifting, and we're definitely seeing
Needs a harbor for it,
more.
really.
Oh yeah. If we see Harbor at all today, I'm going to be shocked because
No, shot
he's.
could be Sova.
Oh my gosh, this guy, this guy. Well, we have the ults preloaded on both teams right now.
Who's
Whether or not they'll be
next?
used, as I say that, we are gonna see who's next.
And it's no one.
It seems to be no one. They're mainly just making entry. A-Site doesn't have any kind of resistance on it, so USF just
Whoa
might
there.
get this for free. As I say that, Glorious has made his way up to the Heaven position. Retro, nice little shot there, but tons of trades coming out. Tristan goes big on 2 with a pistol. Ultimate from the Tejo coming out. Scan also being brought off by Tristan. He's going to find the last 2 players that are left on USF playing towards this ramp position. He's got to take the time to reload. He'll swing out, not catching anything, but he's concussed, forcing him to move back. Both players are stuck, and Stevie not a lot of health. He's going to swing out and penetrated by Assy for a team ace on the way of USF. Round count is looking closer now, 4-3.
See how UF is able to return what they started with. Only in Natural currently. They're not winning these post plants. They have to keep them out. But they were successfully keeping them out before. They have to get back to what they had.
Drone going out.
You're absolutely correct. Their ability to keep USF at bay was strong in the beginning, but these picks that came off is what's getting at USF onto the bomb side. As I say that, Retro eats dirt along with Moss joining him. Nice double headshot from Glorious. Now this should be what they need to get that bomb down, but Pyro's in a nice spot. Glorious still goes big. He's getting 3 on the round. Onto Tristan. Pyro's finally going to shut down his reign.
But
On the elbow right now. Yo, Colt goes big on 1. Pyro trading it off. That's his
Pyro.
3. Both Yorus having 3 on the round now. Not a lot of health to work with.
Slowly
Not a
getting
lot of
pinched in on.
info.
the spike isn't down, so they have to address one or the other.
It's a 1 versus 2 now. And they should be aware of his position, as Pyro doesn't know exactly what he wants to watch.
Going for the spike instead.
That might be the downfall's footsteps. That could give
30
Pyro the
seconds left.
intel he needs. He needs to realize that there are 2 guns trained, and just like that, Hades with a nice shot through the smoke to take out Pyro.
We had
And
to
now
miss
our
out.
round count's been even out.
Looks like we're going for a small buy on the side UA with a money deficit. A lot of alts, but not a lot of money.
Hey, sometimes it's what you need. You know? The guns are definitely important, but we do
Time to
have very
jump.
influential ults here. We've seen the Dimensional Rift work very close quarters before. So we're just going to have to see what happens, because we also have 2 ults preloaded for USF as well as 3 for UA. And just like that, Pyro going huge with the Sheriff. Moss is taken out by Glorious, though. So the man count immediately traded off back to 4-on-4. Still nice rotate, able to get Glorious during it. Still has split the attention. I believe he was able to walk away
Spike planted.
with the Vandal. He's going to catch out these players. He's got to be careful here as the Dimensional Rift is almost over. He's going to swap out. He's getting caught by the Astra Pull, but still able to walk away with it. A bunch of trades now coming out, and as the dust settles, it's a one-on-one.
Oh no.
Comes out, not able to connect, and Pyro goes big on 4. Great retake for the post plant, and he's going to get this defuse with plenty of time.
We didn't catch it, but it looked like Stevie.
If you're gonna buy a gun, then shoot me.
One or the other. One Raze ulted, one Raze
I
killed
don't
the
care
other
if there are
Raze,
5
then
of
that
them or
Raze got
50
that
of
ult.
them.
And
Let's
unfortunately,
go.
neither ults secured anything, and here we are. Yeah.
Nope.
Just a little bit of util trading from both sides of that round. It just so happened to work out more in Pyro's favor. Round number 10. See how it goes. Very even, despite the initial showing we saw
Find you.
from UA. Put 4 very quickly on the round, but now it's being answered back immediately. Back and forth is always good. Pyro's gonna get out of dodge. Doesn't want to give away his life too early into the round.
Default's taken in
One
today.
of Glorious is going to waste a flash. So that was honestly a very good decoy. Dimensional Rift is popped once again.
Here.
Will it be able to find anything? Glorious does spot out one of the players that are playing on the connector angle. Pyro does find Davey. He's able to take him out. Stevie also joining the kill feed as well into Hades. Yakult trading off Tristan. They got it back up there. Very good wallbang from Stevie. Onto Yakult. 2v4 now. USF have
position here.
USF have definitely seen better rounds. Needs to be careful. The spike is in full control of UA's hands.
No, don't stay on top of each
Double
other.
swing here is good enough not to fire at the decoy.
30 seconds left.
But they're running out of time here, and honestly, UA is just going to play their angles, not giving any sort of leeway here.
I think I've seen so many people set up in screens like this ever.
They're mainly just going to cut their low. Honestly, I think USF are looking for a save here. Not a lot of time and not a lot of info, so we're just going to keep the
10 seconds left.
rifles as we head into the next round.
Bunkering down, safety in numbers.
Yep, definitely seeing that save. So, next
Blueberry.
round will go to UA. We're on the scoreboard side of things, 12-7 for Pyro. And on the other side, Yakult has been doing wonders.
That goes there.
I believe he's got 14 so far.
The pit's going crazy.
Yeah, a little bit in the pit. We're gonna see what happens now. All rifles should be online, I believe. We also still have some ults to get through.
The Cypher setup has moved A, so this push into B is looking a lot more optimal.
I don't know. We now have that Astra Pole set up now. I believe Stevie was spotted by the tail. Could be dangerous here. Glorious is going to take out Pyro, though.
It's up to Stevie to defend it if he can make it.
Very nice pick. Isn't able to confirm
damage,
onto
but not enough.
anything. He is able to drop down and get away, though. It's a nice pick. I believe
coming
they
in.
are aware that he's in the smoke. It doesn't matter, though. Stevie's able to win it out anyway. Fatal does come out. Bomb Buddy's going to collect some information, but Cypher is going to spot the rest of these attackers. Aussie taking out Retro and Tristan going big. 2 ults being taken out by USF.
Jump.
Stevie
They don't know.
still going big. 1v1, and he can't find Davey. And he's able to win it out in the post plant.
Last round in the half.
Still answering it back for his team. 6-5 now. Very even as we enter the final round of our half. We could just see a 6-6.
Showing how evenly matched up these are, it seems.
Anyone feeling generous?
They've been doing very well so far. Both these teams have been playing absolutely crazy. But Pyro's now opting in for the op. This could go massive
This could be optimal.
if they if they are unaware of his position. He might be spotted out by the drone, though.
Stick bug finds nothing.
I don't think they're aware of what weapon he has, though. So this is going to be
And-
dangerous. He does miss. Doesn't connect with anything just yet, so he's going to back off immediately over towards A site. So great TP from him. More util being brought out. Flashes and clones being brought from Glorious as well. They're going to make their way onto the bomb site with not too much confrontation. Pyro set up yet again with a very nice shot onto Yakult. That'll kick things off, but Davy's starting to get the plant down. Stevie, I don't believe the grenade connected with much there. Pyro still going big, but Gravy starting to answer back. Retro taking out Glorious, though. 3-on-3, 3-on-2 now as Pyro gets another kill onto
All
Davy.
the information being gathered right now.
Interdimensional
One
rift
enemy remaining.
being brought out, and it's not even necessary as Retro and Tristan close out the round. And it'll give the advantage to UA at a 7-5 half.
Unfortunately,
Switching
they did
sides.
throw out a lot of util getting onto the site with not knowing that they didn't really need to. And it seemed from there not much to do with the oncoming information they had gathered.
Oh yeah, the post plant. It was definitely could have saved some of that util, but cut our losses. See what they can do. Now on the side switch, UA kicking off their attack. Able to do very well on their defense rounds, but USF they walk away with 5 rounds on the attack, so they could be set up for a very nice defensive half now that things have swapped. So we'll see how it goes as, and again, we have a bit of a split coming out. I think Retro and Tristan are just holding their angles. No, they're starting to put a little bit of aggression. We even have manpower over towards mid right now.
I have the spike.
Starting to see where the defense falters. And I think we're going to head over to B as now Yakult kicking things off onto Pyro. That'll give the defense an advantage, but Tristan answers back on the Glorious.
No more Yorus allowed in
Just
this round.
like that. Lack of duelist isn't able to capitalize, and Assy will take out Tristan. Still stacked up towards mid now. They aren't aware of where these players are sitting right now. Yakult still on this side.
See how prepared Assy is with only 4 HP.
4 HP, just a classic, and he's got to go up against
Nope.
3 members. He's going
As
to
if you
back
can
up.
see the lines.
I don't think they are aware of his position. Retro's going to start kicking things off, though. Some delay with the missiles. Did connect on for a bit of damage right there. He needs his teammate to regroup right now. UA is going to be able to get the spike down, though, and now it's going to be a confrontation all towards his corner. A lot of kills and trades.
And now we have
One-on-one.
smokes.
Retro stacked up. Time in his favor. Not a lot of health for Davy. And a quick little one-tap. Closes out our second pistol for UA. So, after our first
play some Astros
UA
Stars
attack,
in this reality.
we've shown that they are definitely still in command here, and USF gonna have to strategize a little better. The support for Assy took just a little too long there, and I think if he had at least one more agent playing off of his swing, it could have been a lot better there. As I say that, Pyro goes big with the Guardian to take out Yakult. And now with the initial pick, that's going to give UA the confidence to potentially push up. It's a confrontation in mid, though. Lots of bullets and explosions being exchanged. Stevie's going to walk away with the life of Hades. And now we're heading over toward Garage. We're set up. Phone's going to go through. It is going to get flashed. Missiles starting to delay some of the advance from UA right now. Spike is going to start to go down, and it will successfully be planted. Still has this heaven control. Davy Gravy still not in the most optimal position and not in a great position at all. There we go. 2 more picks on the side of UA.
They don't know where Davey is just
It's all
yet,
up to
but
Davey. He is being naded off, though, so they must have some idea. And he's definitely in quite the pickle here. With only a sheriff in hand, he swings out. Not able to connect onto anything, but he will take the life of Stevie before getting traded off immediately by Moss.
I didn't get to say it, but I was thinking he's good for 1. I know with this angle,
He
he's good
was
for
good
1.
for 1. Very nice little one-tap, but it just wasn't enough.
Let's get these rifles.
Rifles now as we enter 9-5.
Blueberry. That's the name of that little creature, for those that don't know.
UA setting up for another quick attack, potentially. We do see Cypher over towards mid.
See if your Colt suffers greatly here, or
Catch them.
have to get forced back immediately.
Bring them down.
Brought out. Fade
What a
util
what a
being
flash is being
This
made here.
this flash
Okay.
big isn't utilized just yet. We still have those players holding their position in garage.
I want to see what Pyro is cooking.
Not much going on just yet. Hades is in a nice spot, utilizing the smoke to his favor. He does have to be aware that Tristan is in mid,
Tripwire destroyed.
and I don't believe
They destroyed the trip, but they don't seem to be attentive towards you.
destroy the trip of Pyro, finding your Colt, which seems to be the theme of this matchup.
Doesn't seem to matter though, as they start shifting
I
anyways.
must wait a moment.
Tristan gonna check out who's over in mid, and he's gonna find no one. UA just might consider the possibilities of a B take. They still don't have full manpower set on B, and just like that, Cypher
I
has
must
started
wait
to
a
give up
moment.
control.
Tripwire destroyed.
UA could potentially just walk through to B, but they don't know that.
30 seconds left.
They're gonna start dumping the utility first, and just like that, everybody's set up over in the Heaven Ropes fight. I do think Hades was able to spot one, utilizing the camera. Not a lot of time, but the bomb is being planted.
Spike planted.
Post-plant scenario comes back down, and the advantage is in UA's favor. Asi does drop silently, not being caught out, but he's spotted by the fade. He's marked for death, and he's flashed. Not a lot of routes to take here as
Hold
Davey and Hades get their respective kills. Retro
Sneak up from
answering back on the Asi.
One enemy
Davey
remaining.
still going big, and Glorious getting another pick.
player standing.
Tristan going big for
Quick,
2.
they
It's a
1v1.
1v1. Swells out as the cleage drops, and Tristan with a wonderful 3-piece clutch. Able to keep the UA advantage alive and make it 10-5.
Wow.
My goodness.
Wouldn't you agree, everyone?
The Sentinel goes big.
Naturally, as I said.
You think everyone thinks like, oh, the duelists are the real guys who are going to be, making all the plays and everything. But as we've seen in recent weeks, and we're seeing right now, the Sentinels are just as important as anyone in an agent lineup.
But I care more about initiators. Right, Fade?
Flashes,
Come on, Fade.
whatever.
What? No, I play Sova.
There.
I can't flash.
I love me some KO.
Speaking of flashes, doesn't find anything, and then they get mowed down out of the smoke.
Wow. Just like that, UA is back in the driver's seat.
Ooh.
Aussie spot out. Very careless swing right there. Tristan's going to take
Last
full
player
advantage
standing.
as Hades just doesn't seem to find where his mouse is.
Very quickly.
Planted.
5v1.
5v1.
How will your Colt manage?
Bring
Kind
them
of just
down.
chilling over there in CT.
Bring them down.
All the prowlers are prowling.
Prowlers are prowling, not finding anything. It's just Yakult playing for exits here. With I believe just a sheriff. Trying to spot him out as Moss. He wasn't getting much.
Your Colt's good for 1 here, I promise.
I don't know, it's looking that much rougher,
Oh
and
no,
Pyro
I was wrong.
giving UA
Strike
a
me down.
flawless. And another attacking round.
Pyro closing in on 20 kills.
20 bomb.
dominant
20
showing.
Bomb, 20 bomb. You would think after the attacking half that USF had, that they would have translated some of that onto defense, but right now UA just seems to be pummeling through and through against this USF team.
Historically, New Albany is a very strong contender, so it's understandable to see this output.
Face your fear.
Have a full-fledged rush here. Multiple ults coming out. Dimensional Rift, excuse me. Not able to find anything. Yakult finally getting a trade onto Moss.
Stevie playing a dangerous game here.
Big grenade pick. Pyro set
But
up.
it's
It works out for him.
What was that?
2 kills being brought out. Stevie going big for 3. Still have players set up. A C
They don't know where Assy is.
answering
Oh
back.
no, this is. Oh wait, no, they're friends. They're friends. It's okay. Ooh.
That's
Ooh.
his ally.
I got scared.
2v2 as we enter 60-second territory.
Plant needs to get down.
I don't know. They might just
Pyro, no.
back up.
You're
Oh
gonna-
wait!
Players
Almost gets away with it, but Yakult finds the headshot, and it's all onto Tristan, who's still stuck in garage.
I have
on.
retrieved the
He
spike.
has the spike in hand, and it will take the players a good amount of time to swing back. So we could potentially get the bomb down here, but he's just not going to.
Hold on. Let him cook.
He's gonna go up the stairs, up these alley stairs. They're set up in a bit of a totem pole.
Your Colt
30
is
seconds
low.
left.
This is doable.
He's able to.
One
He
enemy
swings out.
remaining.
He actually gets the pick. That gives the
Oh,
information,
no.
but he's not able to translate onto the last remaining agent. And Yakult will keep it going for USF.
I liked the vision. It was a very bold play. Unfortunately, the timing between dropping util and pulling your gun back out is the detriment that I understand way too much.
Always call with the pants down.
I don't know how to segue that into anything, so I'm going to leave that one alone.
In any case, though, we're finally seeing some life from the defense of USF. We just need to see how that keeps going. Now that Davey has a Guardian in hand.
Looks like we're waiting for aggression.
Aggression that might be coming soon enough.
He's following the stick bug down mid.
Nothing just yet. We might see an incursion from Tristan here.
Does your Colt know? Does Tristan know?
I think so. Swings out, barely weaving through
Horseback
the rounds.
elsewhere. We're pushing A.
Glorious and Moss getting picks onto each other. Yakult in this sewer position. He's gonna sigh. He's actually just gonna wait, see if there's a ropes rotate. Good trigger discipline. He's gonna let them go. This is very
Get the
nice.
knife.
He could be big for 2 here.
No knife.
Gets
Oh,
one.
well. Oh no. Oh,
Almost doesn't get the other one, but Yakult
Spike
having
down
2 and having the spike. That's a big play from USF and a big play for Yakult.
Already ready for the next 2 coming in.
Tristan swings out. He's incurs a bit of damage.
That nade doesn't go that far.
Unable to find it
30
out
seconds
though.
left.
Aussie also prepared.
Pyro's just gonna keep the front aggression up. It's 20 seconds left. We're seeing UA slow down immensely. He swings out and Yakult goes big for 3 on the round. There's only 1 more left to find.
10 seconds left.
Don't think he'll be able to do it. It's just gonna hold
Beep,
off
beep,
over
beep.
there.
Tripwire
Is
destroyed.
Tristan playing for exits as another round for USF goes their way. They're bringing it back. Bringing it back. They're bringing sexy back with the way they're playing lately.
Yeah?
11-7. We're seeing a timeout now come from UA. That's
That
their
goes there.
second one, I believe. We have not seen a timeout from USF just yet, but I like this timeout. They had that the same thing as the first timeout. They had that full leeway. They had all those picks, and they were winning rounds rather easily. Now they're being shown up by USF here, and they have to figure out what they're doing wrong, what they can do better, and how they can close out this map, especially since they're so close. 11-7. They only need 2 more to continue on in our tournament today.
Ult economy wise, both smokes got their ult. 1 your ult that can
I
well,
will find all
recover
that
something.
info. All that
Right,
info has
yeah.
been very critical for both of these teams.
Not always played upon the best so far I've seen, but for the most part, it's good.
True. True. Very true. Well, we'll see how UA took their timeout.
Yes, this
Could have set up right back to business. Haven't really tried A yet. Or actually, I might be lying.
Now,
I don't remember.
where to
Anyway,
set up shop?
they are set up back to B side.